Creatives, how are you? Welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel, Fireside Chat, Paint by Numbers, Halloween Special, Part 6. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy. I think I called the last video Moomins. I do apologise, because I'm doing a build at the same time. So here we are. So we said we're going to do 4, 14 and also 22. So I'm going to start with 4. It's like a really light blue. That's painting on really well. Yeah. Some great colours in this set. All the paints to each paint by numbers are so unique. The colours that you get in the last paint by numbers are completely different to the next one. It's I've never seen a blue like this. It's kind of like a duck egg blue. But in the paint by numbers world, it's number 4. Yeah, that is painting on really well. Okay. I was going to show you the artwork that I bought for the flat that I'm going to be putting up. I've got one frame for one of them. I've just got to get frames for the other ones before I put them up. So let me just... I don't know if I can move this board. I might just be able to show you. Bear with me a second. So I'll show you the first one. That is in a frame. I'm not sure I'm going to get it all in, but just spin it around there. Go down there. There we go. There you see Marilyn Monroe. It's like a graffiti. So that's the first one. That is in the frame. That'll be going up soon. The next one is very similar to this one. But it's not in a frame yet. Here we go. Audrey Hepburn blowing, eating chewing gum, blowing a bubble in the graffiti style there. And then the last one I got is a really big one, so I don't know if I'm going to get it all on. But once I get them on the wall, I'll take a picture of them and I'll add them to my videos. But this is huge. This is A2. The other two were A3, so this is A2. So let me just try and... There we go. So there's that corner. Move across to that corner. Scroll down. Yes, it's the Mona Lisa. There. And then there we go. So that's the massive one. So yeah, they're kind of just sat around at the moment. I'll be getting frames for them next week, and then I should be putting them up the week after, I think. I like a lot of different type of art, so that's kind of art that I like. The other art that I do like is, I'm trying to think of the name, might not be able to check. because I can't check on my phone because I'm using it to film this video. So yeah, so I can't. Maybe no. Yeah, so that's the Banksy style graffiti art that I'm liking at the moment. So when I get them up, I'll photograph them on the wall, and then you can actually see them better. So yeah, I do like them. It's art that I would like to do. I'd like to be able to do. I mean, maybe at some point I might be able to do it, but I just like it, and because it's already been done by somebody else, I just like it. I do like other people's styles of art. But I do like different styles of art. Like I like Mondrian, Pierre Mondrian's work, which is very abstract. I like Escher. I like Escher's kind of impossible mazes and things like that. I like that, and optical illusions and stuff. I like Edvard Munch's The Scream. I love that piece of art. It's one of my favourite pieces I've ever seen. He's done quite a lot of different ones, but there's only one version that I like. I know it's been parodied several times. The Simpsons have parodied it, but there's one version that I like, and I'll pop it up on this video so you can have a look at the version that I like, because he's done quite a few different versions of the same piece, and it's been parodied by loads of pop culture. It's a very famous pop culture reference, if you like that sort of thing. So yeah, I like their art. I like Van Gogh's art as well. I do like his stuff. His I think it's Starry Night or something like that. There, he's got one with a cafe. I like that one as well. There was another artist that I was going to talk about in this video, but I can't access any internet to tell you who he is, and it's a name that I need to see in front of me, because it's not something that, obviously I don't want to butcher the name. I want to say it right as best I can, but at the moment it's not in the top of my head. The name, part of the name is, but I can't think of it. But their work, I've got to paint my numbers in that style, which I'll be doing at some point, and it's quite a large one, which I do like to do large ones, as I've said before in previous videos. Yeah, so those pieces of art, and what I'll do in this video, I'll take pictures of art that I've got on the wall. There's one that I did myself, and then there's other art that I like, and I'll show you some of the artwork that I've got, and then I'll show you some of my work, selected few pieces of my work as well. Just to show you that sort of thing that I do, that I've done in the past. See, some of these shapes are so small that I'm kind of just dabbing. I'm dabbing with the brush. Just to get it done, as you can see. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting those new artwork up in the flat. So I've got, all my walls are white, so they're screaming out for brightly coloured pieces of artwork. And what I would do is I would get new pieces and I would switch things up and change things over as and when my mood takes me. So nothing would be on my wall permanently. I'd switch things up, maybe different seasons, or if I'm in a different mood for something different on the wall, I'll change it up that way. Which I think a lot of people do that. I mean, some people just stick with the same art and that's it all the time, but I like to switch it up and change things. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting those new pieces up once they're framed. Let me know in the comment section what you think of them. If you like that sort of art, that kind of really postmodern era art. Or if you like the more traditional or the classical. It's all good, it's all art, it's all good. Art is art, art is good. So yeah, we're getting this area done quite well. And I do believe it's the first blue that we've introduced. So it's giving it a new dimension to this piece. Yeah, I think I've got Ahsoka episode 5 and 6 to watch, which I haven't watched yet. Although, like I said, I don't really like it. But it's sci-fi and I'll watch it. It's not for me. Tell me what you think of it, if you like it or if you don't like it. Tell me why you like it and tell me why you don't like it. I don't know. I like The Mandalorian and I like Boba Fett. I've been liking them. Although I do get confused because they kind of set in the same era and in the same universe. So I do get kind of confused. So the recaps help. So I'm looking forward to The Mandalorian season 4, which I do believe is in the can because they filmed season 3 and 4 back to back. So it is in the can, and then it's up to the gift of Disney when they would like to release it. They may, I don't know if they'll release it next month. Well, November or October. I know October is when new stuff comes out, so I don't know if they're going to release it then or they're going to wait till when they released season 3, which now I can't remember when that was. I think that was was it May? I don't know. So they might release it then, or they might release it now in the next month or two and then release season 5, which they're probably working on at the moment. They might release season 5 at the same time they release season 3 this year. So yeah, I just want to see where they're going, because I think there's the 1 or 2 seasons of Boba Fett, and then there's now 3 seasons of The Mandalorian with 1 in the can, so that's 4 seasons. So grab your coffees, guys. Yeah. There's another 4 there. Just making sure there's none up here. So there's another 4 here, which is on camera. it might be quite obvious to some of you what this is. As we're progressing. Still very loose. There's a lot of colours that are not connecting to each other yet. Some are, like this brown and blue is now connecting. Black and grey is connecting. Black and beige. Ooh. I can't believe I did that. I'm gonna have to clean that up. Oh well. You know I will. You know I'll clean it up before the next video, or before I need to paint in that area. So I will clean it up. Can't believe I just dropped my brush, but there we go. I am having a woolly headed day or two. It's just, you ever get that where you just, it feels like it's really difficult to think, and that's what I wasn't really going to record a video because I was like, oh, I'm really struggling to think. I'm just like, I don't want to go on the video going, I don't know, I'm talking about this, but I don't really remember people's names and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, that's why editing's really good, because I can add those things in during the editing process, things that I can't remember, because I know what they are, and I'll have Google on hand to help me with that. Yeah, so I watched, I left it quite a long time from in the Star Wars films that I was watching. So I remember in a video earlier on that I said I was going to watch Empire, and I did actually watch that the other day. Empire Strikes Back, which is really good, and I've just started Return of the Jedi, which I'll probably finish today if I'm not watching Friday the 13th Part 3. There's another 4 down there, and it's on camera. So yeah, I might watch them both, I don't know. If whatever I watch, I'll let you know. But yeah, let me know what you guys are watching. Tell me what things that you're watching at the moment. Anything new, anything that you've watched before, bit of nostalgia things, or do you like watching new things only, or do you like going back and like a combination of both of them? You like nostalgia, but you also like new stuff as well. Like, I mean, I think quite a lot of people fall into that category. Like, I like nostalgia stuff, like Prison Break and 24 and stuff, but I also like on Next Generation as well. I also like House of the Dragon, which is new, and the new Mission Impossible films, and the old ones as well. But so I just like to kind of mix things up a little bit. So have we got any more falls? Just trying to see if we got any more falls before I move on to 14. Slowly chugging along with Enterprise Season 2 as well. I haven't watched any for a couple of days, but it's in the tank, ready. It's on my watching next list in my streaming subscription. So yeah, I'll decide if it's Return of the Jedi or if it's Friday the 13th Part 3, or both. You know, could watch both. See if there's any more falls before I move on, let's move these out of the way. Quite a lot of threes. I don't know what colour 3 is. No, I don't see any more 4s. Let me just see if I can finish this. Very delicate part here. Under here. Before I change colours, I'll probably have to go back in and tidy these up. Probably. Most probably. Right, so we're done with that. I know there's a little fall just at the top there. It's so tiny. I don't know if it's on camera, but it's so tiny I can just grab it now really quickly. Before I change colours. Yeah, I haven't really been listening to music much. I kind of played a song that I had in my head. Fine Young Cannibals. It Drives Me Crazy, I think it's called. I think it's called that. Drives me crazy. Nope. I said I wouldn't sing on this channel. Yeah, Fine Young Cannibals. I was going to play a song by Bjork, if you know who Bjork is. Let's see now if there are any more 4s. I can't see any, so rinse the brush out again and move on to 14. I need to get some of these disposable shot glasses. I went down to the little supermarket near me and they didn't have any. But a few months ago when I was in there, they did. I should have got them then. So I'm going to move on to 14. So, but I can buy them online, so I'll buy them online. This is kind of like a bluish, very pale lilac. So this is number 14. So yeah, it's very pale. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera because it is that pale. Yeah, they're very unique colours. But this is like it's a very pale lilac. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I'll discuss more art in future videos. At the moment, like I said, I'm woolly-headed and I haven't got access to references and things that I can talk about, so I won't in this video. Let me know if you like the Friday the 13th series of films, if that's your thing when it comes to Halloween films. Let me know if you like them as well, or if you don't like them, tell me why you don't like them. That maybe you like Halloween instead, or you like Nightmare on Elm Street instead, you know, it's a personal thing. It's a very personal thing. Is genres and films and books and TV shows that you like. It's a very personal thing, and there's no wrong answer either. We all like what we like, and we don't like what we don't like, and that's just the way it is. There's no right or wrong to it. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just personal choice. It's what we like, what we don't like. So I'm just like to share things that I like and things that I don't like. You know, like at the moment, the original series of Star Trek, but I'm willing to give it another go. I think I'll get Netflix back next week, and I'll probably watch Star Trek on there, because I do know the TV Star Trek is on there. I don't think the films are on there anymore now. I think Paramount Plus has got them, but I do think Netflix here in this country, I think it still does have the TV series, 4 or 5 TV series, and I think if I do watch it, I'll probably watch it there on Netflix, because it's easier to watch it that way, because you can step away and step back and it'll be left where you left it. As I'm doing this video, I've got the previous video downloading, not downloading, sorry, exporting off the phone. So that's where I am. And because the recording of this video is separate from the PC or any computer, it's all done on the phone. There's no interference from one thing doing its thing, from the exporting and the recording of this video. So there's no interference. But you know, when I finish this video, I'll be either exporting it today or tomorrow, probably maybe when I'm filming the next video. I don't know yet. Like I said, I might go and watch something. Look at these. Filled in. Kind of missing these edges. Yeah, there's quite a few of these 14s dotted around. Which is good. And covering the white canvas is even better. Yeah, this colour is showing up, I think. It's very pale. There's another sci-fi show that I liked. I've only watched the first season, and there's only 2 seasons to it. I haven't seen the second season. It's called Helix. It's really interesting. It's set on a remote station, like maybe in the Antarctic, somewhere like that. And something strange happens. Kind of a little bit reminded me of Fortress. There was 3 seasons of that. It was the Sky series. I don't know if you guys have watched Fortress. No, it's not called Fortress. It's called Fortitude, I think. Yeah, I think it's called Fortitude. That's a good show. I did enjoy that. That kind of finished a little prematurely. I don't think they answered all the questions that they wanted to answer. And I think the actor, Michael Gambon, was in it, and he actually passed away last month, which is very sad. Very famous British actor that's been in a lot of things, but yeah, he passed away in September. Michael Gambon. Alright, the next 14 is just here. Yeah, I want to get these finished for around about the 10th or the 15th of October, because I've got another one that I want to do, but the other one's bigger, so it might take longer. So this is video 6. I'm not sure I'll get this canvas finished in 4 more videos. So what might happen is the other one that I do might go into November, which is fine because it's not Halloween, but over here we have like a bonfire night on the 5th of November, and that's it's kind of in the same kind of view like Halloween. It's still part of the Halloween thing. It kind of continues Halloween, although it's not Halloween. It's based on Guy Fawkes and the blowing up. They wanted to blow up Parliament in the 1300s, 40. I can't remember when it was. I will check that. So it's a tradition over here. I know they don't have it in other countries. It's very unique to this country, and I think it's very unique to probably. I think Scotland and Wales may celebrate it. I'm not sure, but definitely in England we do. So some people call it bonfire night, some people call it Guy Fawkes night. You know, it's all the same. It's all the same thing. It's quite an interesting, unique thing. I know, like in Northern Ireland, there's a county in Northern Ireland that does the Halloween thing massively. You know, like I know in America Halloween's massive over there, because like I think it's for kids in America, but in the county in Northern Ireland, I think it's Derry. I think it's not just a kids thing. It's huge. People come from all over to spend Halloween in Derry. Everybody gets dressed up, not just the kids. Everybody gets dressed up, and it's quite one of the funny things about it is like if there's been any trouble that night, like fighting and stuff, it's very difficult for the police to kind of identify who did what. Like Superman was beating up the Hulk, or Batman was beating up Iron Man, you know what I mean? Or Wonder Woman was beating up She-Ra. It's very difficult for the police to kind of, because you can't say, oh, this bloke in the check shirt attacked this bloke in the black shirt, because it's not, everybody's dressed up and people have masks on and stuff, so it's kind of, people do really go to town there. It's a really good thing that they do, and they've built it up over quite a long time. You're talking probably like 30 years. They've built this thing up to be, it's Halloween town. Well, sorry, it's Halloween city during that weekend, and there's lots of bands on and lots of things happening. I think there's a market. There's lots of things going on over there. If you do want to see what goes on over there in Derry over the Halloween period, I mean, you'd have to book early, because I know like all the hotels get booked up. It's that big of a thing. But yeah, with the funny thing with the police, like, when they're writing the reports, like the Hulk beat up Captain America, because people are dressed up. I just think it's hilarious that it's really difficult to kind of identify people. especially if they haven't got the purses or the wallets on them, because most costumes don't have pockets, you know, and so people aren't easily identified. But yeah, it's huge over there, you know. I've been to them before when I've gone over for it, and it is huge. It's kind of like, it's not, the kids do the trick-or-treating and stuff, but it's, and you know, Ireland is notorious and famous for its drinking culture, you know. St. Paddy's is massive as well. Oh, sorry, that's what I was talking about. St. Paddy's is massive. And sorry, no, Halloween. I was talking about Halloween. St. Paddy's is massive as well. I mean, St. Paddy's is celebrated everywhere, pretty much. It's massive in America. It's massive over here. The thing is, we do celebrate St. Paddy's Day over here, but which is the thing that's kind of very weird, is that our patron saint in this country is St. George, and we don't do anything. We don't even mark St. George's Day. You know, the English flag is the St. George's cross, you know, but yet we will celebrate St. Paddy's Day. It's a bigger cultural phenomenon than St. George's Day. Maybe one day we will celebrate it, but at the moment we don't. I think they celebrate St. David's Day in Scotland. Right, is it St. Stephen's in Wales? I can't remember. Yeah, so this is 14. See if there's any more 14s. Yeah, there's one here. We'll grab that one. Yeah, see, the woolly headness, I was confusing St. Paddy's Day with Halloween. But both things are massive in Ireland. People travel up from the south of Ireland for Halloween because they know it's going to be a big night out. They've just built it up over the years now, and everybody, word of mouth has spread over the years that everybody knows where to come for a good night out on Halloween. You go up to Derry, and say if Halloween's on like a Friday night, then that's the whole weekend. Let me just check to see when Halloween is this year. Let me have a quick look. Go down to October, bottom of October. St. Paddy's is a Tuesday. Sorry, Halloween is a Tuesday. So that will mean it'll be celebrated on Friday night and Saturday night. Don't know if there's a bank holiday. Halloween is. I think there might be in Derry. There might be Halloween. There might be a bank holiday on Monday, so you'll be going out. People will be going out Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. Yep. Are all the 14s done? Checking. There's one there. My brush is a bit clogged. Finding it difficult to do the edges. Let me know which artists you like, historical or modern. I do like what Banksy does. I do like what he does. And the thing about Banksy is nobody knows who he is. I'm sure the taxman knows who he is when he pays his taxes. I'm sure he doesn't write Banksy on his HMRC documentation. Yeah, it would be interesting to find out who Banksy was. Sorry, who he is. Not was. He's still with us. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know who Banksy is. But the mystery of Banksy is part of the attraction. Because even today, we still don't know who he is. Or she is. Because we don't know, do we? Let's see if there's any more 14s we can do. Yeah, it's weird there's a random one over there. It's gonna kind of very patchy. So that's that one done. 14s. See if there's any down at the bottom. No. We've done the 4, we've done 14, so we're going to do 22. Yeah, we're getting through quite a few of these colours now. The reason I decided to do 22 is because there's a big one here. What colour is this? It is a grey. A dark grey. Well, call it a mid grey. Because that's the very dark grey there. Almost looks black. This is. Yeah, it's starting to come together. There's still a lot to do though. Still a lot of areas that I need to cover. But we are getting there. Because it gets to a point where it starts to take shape. We're not quite there yet. Still early days. Edges are so tiny now. They are silencing me. Because they're just so small. very easy to go wrong. Just got to be careful. Just going to stand up a sec. Very difficult to see as well, standing up there. Yeah, some of these areas are so tiny that I have to be so gentle with them, or I'll just make a mess. I'll go too far over the line and make a mess of it. Which I don't want to do, as you can imagine. I make enough of a mess as it is when I drop my brush, especially when it's loaded with paint. Oh yeah. Well, it's coming along. Quite a big section as well. Some of these are so small. You'd almost color them in with like a pen. They're that tiny. To try and run a paintbrush in there, very difficult. Just to double check I was painting the right colour then, in the right area. It's like, oh, but I was. I'm gonna have to stand up again. Yeah. It's not the easiest of things to do here. Ooh. Sit back down again. Just work my way around here. Quite a unique shape that I'm painting. Very. Let me just stand up again. Just get this top section. Just here. Right. Let's fill it in now. I could change brushes, but I won't. I'll stick with this one. Sometimes I just like using the little brush. You can see how big the area is now that I'm blocking it in. I'm going to have to spin it though, to do these sides, because I'm right-handed. But yeah, it seems like I've done all the three colours in this video that I was planning to do. It doesn't always work out that way, but it has for this one. And then we'll pick the next colours unless I see more 22s. Oh, there's one up there, yeah. See how big this area is now that I'm filling in. it starts to take shape. So it takes quite a few videos to get to a point where things start to look like what they're supposed to look like. I say it that way so because I'm not going to tell you what it is. So when it starts to look like what it's supposed to look like, I mean, it sounds weird saying that, but you know, yep. I think I'll spin it before I end this video. Get the last sides done. Wow, that's a big area. You can see. Let me spin it. Hoping that let's move it up a bit. Kind of on the camera, off camera. Yeah. It's only a little area, so I could just quickly get it painted in. Here, my hand's sticking on the canvas. It's a bit clammy. Is that light going out again? That's the problem with that light. I don't think it seems to be that bright. For whatever reason. There we go. I've got to get in that middle bit. If we can see, I'm struggling to see it. If I'm struggling to see this little tiny bit here, you're going to have no chance. Okay. Let's finish this bit here. And I think we're done. I need to look at this. I don't think that's quite bright, but that's not. I don't know what's up with it. Off. It doesn't seem to be as bright as this. I think there's something wrong with the plug. So I'm going to leave this video here. Right, thank you for your company. Let me just close that, move those aside because they're done now. I'm going to rinse out my brush. I'm going to spin the canvas around so you can see where we are. Slide it up there. That's the colour I'm going to come back with. Brush down. Just finish this section up here. There's another 22 up there. Just gonna see if there's any more. Quick go over. The 22 there and there. Another one over there. Well, let's go around this video here. I'll see you in the next video.